Okay, so Brittney Griner, man. I feel kind of weird because like I'm trying to stay on top of this story, man, because this sister's been she's over there, man, and like posted like she a Sun woman. We supposed to care, right? We've been told that we were supposed to care about this stuff more so than if it was anybody else. And it seems like the mainstream media and the sports media are just like, all right, man, we talked about it for 2 days and let's move on. And it's like, wow, they just gonna leave that sister over there? They're not gonna like put immense pressure until she comes home? It's just like, hey, man, she over there, man. What y'all want us to do, man? What you want me to do? Like, man, wow. Like, I think sisters should take note of this, man. Like, it, it's over, man. All the hashtags and the post free Brit, it's done. But one thing I did notice is that a lot of people were saying that Brittney Griner, she was framed. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some big conspiracy. It wasn't the fact that she did something wrong. Although you guys know that I believe that she actually did what they say she did, and it's probably something she did a bunch of times. However, as an American, I would like to see the American government and the American people advocate for getting her back. And just this, if nothing more, for them to not be hypocrites, for them to just be able to say, like, we lambasted and chided and ridiculed the whole world and called them, every name under the sun, supremacists and racists, because over like minor things, being tone deaf, being a microaggression. And here we have this one of the top players in your women's basketball league is over there, and it's like it was a 2-day story, man. People are saying that stuff was planted on her. That if that's true, let's just say, all right, that's true. Let's say they Russia planted on her. Isn't that more reason for y'all to be going crazy until she gets home? Right? Think about it. If it is true that the Russians planted this stuff on her, she's being framed, isn't that more reason for y'all to be like incensed? Like, hold on, man. We not every segment on Sports Center, every segment on CBS Sports, every segment on First Take and Undisputed. Every day we having a segment talking about Brittney until they bring her home. The NBA players, they in the middle of their playoff run, right? The end of the season, the final drive to the playoffs, man. Where all the NBA players with the little black, patch on their or BG written on their jersey for Brittney Griner, man. Where's all that stuff? She's been framed. That's what the liberals are saying, and we know all basketball players are liberals. Okay, like, think about that. The Russians planted this stuff on this girl. Courtney up. Nobody would do nothing like that, man. No sister would do nothing like that, man. Crazy? Sisters don't do stuff like that.
Officers here in Detroit Metro say they got a heads up that someone was bringing in drugs from L.A. They said they took that information, did some digging, and turned it into intelligence and ultimately a big narcotic seizure. Three women are behind bars after a major drug bust at Detroit Metro Airport. Working off of a tip, airport authority officers approached Dekeisha Woods, Trinice Carter, and Lakeisha Johnson after they got off of a Delta flight from L.A. last Thursday.
This last Thursday, man. Because, you know what I mean? Listen, man. And listen, this is happening. This is how the stuff moves around, man. This is how it gets from place to place. Now, I get people saying, well, Brittney Griner, she's a big time. Well, actually, no. They've been complaining about not making enough money in the WNBA. They want to live like the NBA players. Griner wants to live like the NBA players. Yeah, she made $2 million in Russia to play ball and $250,000 in America to play ball and another $1 million somewhere else to play ball in the off season. So altogether, she make like $4 million a year in all the different leagues she plays in during the course of the year. But she wants to be paid like James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and LeBron James. So could her greed have led her to chase the bag? Because it wasn't just one vape pen. People are saying that they found a vape cartridge, man. She had packets and packets in that bag that looked like they could contain. If a vape cartridge is the size of a pin top, those packages look like they could hold hundreds of vape pens. And if they were all filled with cannabis oil, that's a lot, man, to, wherever she was taking it. Maybe she was getting her hustle on, man. Like these sisters.
Three women are behind bars after a major drug bust at Detroit Metro Airport. Working off of a tip, airport authority officers approached Dekeisha Woods, Trinice Carter, and Lakeisha Johnson after they got off of a Delta flight from L.A. last Thursday. A K-9 got a positive hit on their bags. Inside, 65 pounds of methamphetamine and 3 pounds of cocaine.
To date, this has been our largest narcotic seizure.
Tad Sturdivant, VP of Public Safety at the airport, says the drug's street value is more than $1 million.
Street value, more than $1 million, man. Dag, Trinice, Lakeisha, and Dekeisha, man. This is what the BWE women call muling, man. That's what they call it in the streets, too. Muling, man. These women was muling, man. That's how that stuff gets through, man. That's how it gets passed. It gets from place to place like this, man. And sometimes the people get caught, man. I just want y'all to know that this happens, man. This happens all over the world. It's happening. And many of the people who transport them are women. Yeah, women don't stand on the corner like that in the projects and do hand-to-hand crack deals and project hallways and, corners and stuff like that. Yeah. But this is their part of the game. This is a part of the game where they're used because a woman traveling is less suspicious than a man, just by nature. So this is their part of the game, man.
Says the drug's street value is more than $1 million.
That's not chump change in the streets or off the streets.
Sturdivant says the women told officers during interrogation they thought they had marijuana in their bags, not cocaine or meth. The women, who are all related, were arrested and charged with 2 counts of possession with intent to distribute, felonies that can lead to lengthy prison sentences.
Hold on, lengthy prison sentences? And they thought they had marijuana. So, but it's, even if they're telling the truth, you never put something in your bag and you don't know what's inside of it. It could have been a bomb inside of it. They could have got caught with the bomb and they could be facing terrorist charge and never come home. Never take a bag where you don't know what's inside of it and travel with it. You don't know for sure. And even if it was marijuana, they still be in trouble.
The women, who are all related, were arrested and charged with 2 counts of possession with intent to distribute, felonies that can lead to lengthy prison sentences. The drugs were in checked bags, which TSA agents normally screen. We asked how it could have been missed going through security at LAX.
Well, that's part of our investigation process to determine that.
Sturdivant says the women had a layover in Detroit and were headed to Memphis, Tennessee. His team is now in contact with police departments in the Mid-South.
We're working our end of the investigation, and by doing that, we're contacting various law enforcement agencies and not just resting on the fact that we had this particular seizure, but trying to determine, is there anything else that potentially could be linked to this? Because part of our interdiction efforts at the airport is vital in reducing the flow of illegal narcotics or narcotics proceeds, or disrupting or dismantling, criminal enterprises.
VP of Public Safety at the airport is brother, man, son, man. Five. VP of Public Safety at the airport is son, man. What do you know?
And guys, at last check, all 3 women were still being held at the Wayne County Jail. Each of them were given a $3,000 cash bond.
And all you sisters can do is complain about America every chance we get. We got to have you protesting in the streets, talking about how racist America is and how America killing y'all and the police and supremacists is chasing you around and messing with your kings for no reason. That's all we got to hear. When Brittney Griner caught with some cannabis oil in Russia is about to do 10 years in a gulag where she's working, breaking rocks every day and living in a cell with 50 to 70 other inmates and can't contact the outside world. And you guys got caught with $1 million worth of meth and cocaine. And you get $300 $3,000 cash bond. And you back on the streets. So that's what, $300? $300 a piece. All 3 of these beautiful, lovely ladies is back on the street, man. That's all it takes to get these. If there was a rap group, name this rap group, man. Chat, man. What's the name of this R&B group with this rap group? 3 Times Dope. Remember that old Philly group, 3 Times Dope? But nah, give me a name, man, chat, man. What would you name this trio, man, if there was an R&B group, man, or a rap group, man? But yeah, man, as much as they hate America, they got caught with $1 million worth of meth, and they get out and they get out of jail for $300. Brittney Griner get caught in Russia with some cannabis oil. And we gonna see her in what, year 2032, man. Next time we gonna see her, man. And don't nobody know where she at. You sisters got it good here in America, man. And I think all people, anytime a sister complains about America, I think that's even more egregious, man. Especially the state of y'all, the motherland, man. The way y'all get treated in the motherland, man. But yeah, man. These sisters home already, man. You know they came up with $300, man. moving all that work, man. $300 ain't nothing, man. That's chump change, man. Man.